What's up guys, I'm PawsBuild, and in this series we're going to be building a medieval town in Manor Lords. But our medieval town isn't allowed to do any trading. This means we're going to need to grow all of our own food and make all of our own weapons. And there's going to be an evil baron off the map that's trying to take the land from us. So we need to not only defend ourselves from bandits, but also from them. I hope you enjoy. And finally, our leader Herman has a place to stay. And look at him. He's such a cute old guy, isn't he? And yeah, he has this beautiful manor. And I believe some of the people in the town also work here. So yes, we've got 2 families now as servants, which I'm not so sure about, to be honest, but we'll leave it. We'll leave it. We can also change our taxes now, which I don't think we had the ability to do before, which basically means that now we're able to collect treasury without raiding bandits. We can also just collect tax, and that's going to come at the cost of approval from our local people. But they love us. Everyone is super happy. So we can maybe decide if we want to keep attracting people to our little town by building more houses. Like, we're going to want our approval up, but otherwise we kind of just want to keep everyone, you know, happy enough. Like, they'll still be happy, but we'd like some money too. And it looks like we've just had a family member join our place as well now. Yeah, there's 2 family members here, 2 people in this family. So it looks like we have enough servants for whatever Herman might ever want. And I guess they're going to be restocking. They're people that work in the house. We don't have to call them servants, but they're going to deliver all the stuff for them. You know, keep the fire going, etc. Make sure it's stocked with food. All the things we need to do about the house while Herman is running the town. He doesn't have any time to look after himself. He needs a team of people. And it looks like here we've got the communal oven. Looks very cool. Look at that. It's in use. We're making bread. And we've got lots of bread and flour in here, which is good. And our 2 farming oxen just chilling out. We've got Tommen and, of course, Hans. It's June right now, so they're getting towards the end of the summer where we're going to be harvesting this stuff. So we need to kind of see. And it looks like we're going to get a much better yield out this time. But I don't want to focus too much on farming right now. I want to have a look at our army. Although I did want to have a quick look at this. This is still so weird. Like, the deep mine is very deep. So deep so that you can't actually get in. It's fully immersed in the ground. So I'm not quite sure how that works. But it seems like they can get stuff out of it if we assign someone here. We've got so much iron, though. So much iron. We need really more use of it. So the blacksmiths, ideally, if we had more of them, we can make even more weapons. And then we can actually use them for something. And right now we have made quite a lot of weapons. Like, it looks like our militia's filling out. I think it would be the people that are holding us back right now. But we've almost got 2 full stacks of units. We've got crossbows and spears. And then we've, of course, got our 5 little retinue, our first private army. So actually, let's have a little look at our retinue first. Let's have a see of what they look like. I think, where do we find them? I think it could be in here. If you go customization, you can have a look at our guys. So you got Conrad, a devout follower of a particular saint. Then we've also got Albrecht, eats more than anyone else, a bit of a greedy lad, often leaving nothing for his comrades. Veet loves animals. We can definitely get on board with Veet. He's one of our people. Jorg is secretly in love with his lord's daughter. Well, that is not going to fly. Herman doesn't tolerate that. And Kuntz eats more than anyone else, often leaving nothing for his comrades. So, you know, a couple of greedy boys in there. I think that seeing as we've got these beautiful colors for our house, we should probably customize our retinue to actually reflect that. So we don't have orange, annoyingly, but I think yellow could be our main color, and then blue as the second, and white as the tertiary color. And I'm just going to do that for all of our people across everything and see what it looks like. Okay, I think that looks pretty cool. This I find such an interesting outfit. It looks like they're wearing tights. I know they're not, but I find it really funny. I'm going to leave it on. But because you can obviously change all of the, if you don't like any of it, you can change any of their body out, like their outfits, to be something else. But I find that quite funny. So I'm going to leave them exactly as they are. I'm not going to change anything. And if we upgrade their armor, they will be wearing like a full knights, as you kind of think of like the knights of the round table, full on knight armor. But right now, they don't have much. This is all they've got. So we can always call them in the future if we want to. But I think we need a few more than 5 people in it, to be honest. And to do that, we're going to need to expand it with a bit of cash. So we can also hire more men-at-arms for 50, but that has to come from our treasury. So we don't have anything right now, and that is what we get through taxes. So let's have a look at our tax. Let's just put, it's going to be -7. That's kind of okay. Let's put a 10% land tax. And then we could tax our food, but I don't think we really want to. When we've got a bit more food, we'll put a bit of tithe in as well for influence, because that will help us to, if we zoom out, that will help us press claims on other areas, because we're going to need 1,000 influence to take another region. And at the minute, we've got 610 from, I think, basically from beating bandits back. That's all we've done so far that would get us any kind of influence on the world stage. But right now, we've done nothing. We can also get a family hunting. We've got 4 unassigned families, so let's just sort out what we're doing here. I'm thinking maybe we get a 3rd family on berries too. And then another family in the farmhouse. We have 3 families and 2 oxes. I want to see if they can do this efficiently. Other than that, we seem to be doing well. We don't really need more than 1 family on the mill. And we're full on bread as well. So when we do get our next point, we will probably get that baking, get the bakery upgrade. And then we can do that. And I think it's much more efficient than the communal oven, the bakery. But for now, I think, really, let's get some money. Let's try and upgrade some buildings and try and expand our retinue. And then we can take on some bandits if there are any. At the minute, I think we've scared everyone off. But I'm really concerned that they're going to keep stealing. Like, the Baron is going to keep stealing all these regions unless we expand into one and use it. And this one to our right could be a good shout here. So I'd quite like to get this one if possible. Crucially, they've also got salt, which we don't have, which I think you need to make sausages. So that would be useful for us. And they've got good animals and berries. It's all quite centrally located. We can have it on the main path here. And they have got loads of stone too. We don't need any iron, which is what they're missing, because we are the Iron Kings over here. Our food variety is also looking great now. That's really cool. So I think a lot of these houses can upgrade to level 2 if they're not already. We just need the timber for it. So our people are working on that though. We've got 3 families in the logging camp. I think they just moved recently, which is why. You guys are also saying if I limit the work area and then hold control and I can scroll the mouse wheel to choose a new size, that has changed my world. I didn't realize that. So I will definitely be doing that. Let's maybe take them from around here still. If we just put the timber in like here, we're still clearing that area out, but it also lets them use these that are close by, so we can get some timber in the short term as well, without them having to do these long distances over here. And it would be good if they had an ox permanently assigned, to be honest. So I think we might assign a livestock here. York is going to be here. And then, do they have one? No, okay, so there's one free. Yeah. Herman, the ox, is free for the whole town to use, doing whatever. And then York is permanently assigned to the logging camp, which I think is kind of our top priority, because we really need timber. Okay, we've got 4 timber. Maybe we should upgrade this house on the end. The only one that's not level 2 out of these. And then we'll probably have to just go around and upgrade all of these when we can to level 2. Because the more level 2 plots you have, the more regional income you can bring in. And we can use this to upgrade everything and make our town much better, which will get the approval up. We can tax them. It's all good stuff for us. And look, everyone's planting their back garden vegetables. Lots going on in the town right now. I feel like it's actually established itself. I feel like all the basics are in for our town now. It's just basically trying to get it, like we want those level 3 plots to get to the next settlement level, but also just to expand the military as much as we can so that we can actually get some defense going. Because at the minute we're not quite there. I don't think we could take on the Baron right now. We've only got a few units and one of them is very small. And as we enter July, our first tax is coming in. So we've got 14. That's not bad. I think this is calculated from how much you get in your regional wealth. I think that's how they do it. So you get a percentage of it. Let's just double check. Yeah, it's collected from your regional wealth. So 10% of our regional wealth goes into the tax. And honestly, I think maybe we make it 15. We'll get an 11% or a -11 approval, but I think that's okay. That's not too bad. And then 15% can be collected and we can start getting some soldiers, some like full-time retinue soldiers going very soon. Another building that I also think is quite important, which we don't have yet, is the forester's hut. And I'm going to place this over here by our logging camp. Maybe it should be on this side. We'll put one right here, and our unassigned family can come and build this. And this is going to let us plant the trees that we cut down, like basically replanting in a more sustainable way. So if the if with the logging camp take out a bunch of this forest, we can replant it. So we're kind of being sustainable with our log cutting. And also it means we don't run out of trees, because that would be pretty bad. It's not just for the environment, it's also for us and the long-term survival of our settlement. Okay, we've got a little forester's hut here now. It's a very low building, isn't it? We can assign one of our families here. What's this? Requirements not let. Requirements aren't met here. They're missing some food. It's just, you just need to go get it, my friends. Don't worry. It is there. I can literally see all the food. They're just only just getting, because they're kind of on the border of where this is for food variety. You can see they're in the red. They're not getting the food as well as everyone else. But perhaps if we had more people in the granary, would that help? Or if we upgraded our granary, maybe? That would help, actually, because we could get more families in here. We don't have anyone available right now, though, so let's maybe take our hunting camp worker off, because, yeah, they're at the capacity anyway. We don't want to have more than 10 gone. So let's upgrade this on the highest priority to the large granary. We should have the goods for all of this. I think we've got enough stone, don't we? Yeah, we've got 37 stone. We've definitely got the planks and the timber. Let's upgrade this to a large granary. And then once we've done this, we can get more families working on the granary, which should help with our food distribution, because people could, well, basically get the food a little bit easier. It's just the distance they are from the market, but it's not that far. So they should still be able to get everything. I think it's just, it's crazy that they're not getting anything, but I guess, oh, there we go. They've got something now. They've got one. But they're going to, ideally, they're going to want 3 because they're level 2. So it's just something we have to think about. I would quite like everyone to be like the same level. I don't even know if that's how it would be historically. I presume not. But I kind of like it when everyone's at the same level. So, you know, we build up all these to level 2 and then the level 3s come in and then everyone's level 3. Rather than having like a few level 3 buildings, some level 2s and then some level 1s. It just seems strange because like they're all in this together. They're one town. You know, Herman's a man of the people. He's not going to rest until everyone's got a very nice house. Let's also upgrade some of these to the level 2 buildings while we're here, because we'll get more regional wealth out of them when we do. And then obviously that means more taxes, so more soldiers. Let's upgrade 4 of these in addition, and hopefully these will build in nicely and we can have a nice big granary and then some upgraded houses too. It also looks like the berry season is out, so let's take these families off. This can all just be moved across. We don't need anyone working there. We just need granary workers. So these guys can now just help with all this construction over here. And then when they're done, we can maybe put them into the granary, and that should help out all of our food. So that's kind of perfect timing, really. Okay, they've just finished the large granary. I think this might be my favorite building. I'm not gonna lie. Like, look at that. That is awesome. I don't know what this, like, is it string or rope that's hanging down? That's pretty cool. I mean, I know we're supposed to love our manor the most because it's our house, but I do really like this. It's a really cool building. And it did take a little while to build, but I think it's all worth it. And now we can literally have double as many families in here. So that's pretty cool. And it looks like these houses are building in as well. They're almost there, which is pretty cool. We could maybe just set all of these. I don't know how much timber we have. We got loads. Okay, let's set 1, 2. Let's just do all of these because while they're available, we might as well upgrade this whole section to be level 2. And then we're going to have loads of level 2 plots while we've got all the workers. And then we can assign them properly, set them to what we want them to. And also, it's September, so they'll have started harvesting. Yes, we've got our 3 families out. And they should be using the ox. They are. Cool, cool. The ox are their best friends right now. And as soon as they've started these, they'll start, what's it called? Plowing the next field. And I think it's not going to be this one. I can't remember which one it is. I think it'll be, yeah, these ones on the second year. Oh, this isn't on crop rotation, this one. Or is it? No, some of them have turned off the crop rotation. That's interesting. I don't know why that is. Okay, so let's pause the game. This is wheat, then fallow, then wheat. This one is wheat, wheat, fallow. And this one is fallow, wheat, wheat. Okay, so the other 3 haven't been assigned yet. Let's crop rotation. We'll leave this now because we're already here, but well, let's put them apart so they're not always right next to each other, ideally. Let's have this field go with this field. So we're going to crop rotation. That will be wheat, but then we're going to leave the next year's fallow and then wheat in the 3rd year. This one we will put with this field up here. So wheat, wheat, fallow. So wheat, wheat, fallow. Again, we'll leave it on fallow now just because of how the crop rotation is working. We don't want them to start planting this now. It'd be a massive mess. And then fallow, wheat, wheat. So crop rotation, wheat, wheat. So these 2 will be on at the same time. So it'd be these 2, and these 2 go at the same time. Okay, well that's strange, but at least they're rotating properly now. So we should have 2 fields every year. We can always expand that obviously in the future, but for now that seems good. They're quite large fields. They're a good size. Let's have a look at these houses built in and watch our town expand. We're still not getting the requirements met on some of these, but that'll be fine. As we improve with the granary, let's put 1 more family on the granary. And then we'll have another one improving the food distribution. It should all be good. Because we do have the food. We've got 9 months of food. It just needs to be actually distributed through the town. So hopefully this helps with that. Wow, I just love this game. I think it's so beautiful, and watching like the harvest in the background while these built in is so cool. Like the graphics are amazing. It does look like we're plowing an awful lot of fields over here as well though, because this is just supposed to fallow. So that's wheat. This is what? Is that still wheat? This is supposed to be wheat, and this is supposed to be wheat. And why is that wheat as well? Let's pause. What is going on with these fields? Oh, I just realized what I was supposed to do. I'm being so silly. Yes, we're supposed to have 4 fields going at once. No, not 2. Oh my goodness, I'm messing this up. Okay, so if this one is supposed to be wheat. It was supposed to be these 4. Okay, fine. That one, we haven't really actually sorted this out yet. So if these 2 are going to be going at the same time, let's have these be fallow wheat. As in they're both going to be fallowing at the same time. Let's have them fallow in that one. This one and this one will fallow in the middle. And then this one will fallow at the end. So this is going to be wheat fallow. And so is this one. Wheat fallow. Okay, cool. And then yes, they will plant this field, this field, this field, and this field now. That is a lot though. So I'm not sure how we're going to get on. We've also finished our logging area, which is actually kind of insane. So we're going to start on this section over here. And we want to make sure that our our Forester's Lodge we want to limit their work area as well. So let's kind of have their work area be, where do we want this to be? Maybe here for now? Because we want to leave space for more trees in the future. So I'll tell you what, we'll just do a big tree over here. And I think that should leave enough space. Something like that is probably good. Work in that area, and we are going to put more families in here. But before we do that, I would like to, if possible, get these to be... Yeah, if we have a bit more timber, I'd like to upgrade all the houses to be wooden. So I think what we'll do is we'll let our logging camp go to work on this new work area, and they should get a lot more trees quite quickly, especially if I play. And then we can hopefully upgrade this area too. Because if we could have like a wooden village, I think that would be pretty cool, like a wooden town. And it would get us a lot more tax money because our regional wealth would go up loads, which means our tax would go up loads, which means our treasury would go up loads. And then hopefully we'd be able to afford an army with that money. So we've got our farming sorted out. I just want to get some more timber if possible and then plow that. I tell you what, for now, let's plow 2 people into the forester's hut. You can work on that. And we could even build... Oh, no, we won't use the timber. We'll save the timber. But 2 people will start planting trees. Where's the other one? So where are you? You're planting. Ah, they're going out now with their shovels over here. Okay, that's fine. Right, so you start planting trees, you people. And then you guys get to work. We're getting some timber. We've already got 1. Let's get as much as we can, and then we can upgrade all of our town, because I think our town is actually doing really well for the food variety and the fuel and the clothing. So these guys are all super happy. So they're happy to upgrade. We just actually need the resources to do it. And that'd be really cool, wouldn't it? To have like a completely wooden town. I feel like Herman would want that for everyone because he's all about equality in this town, even though he has 2 families of servants working for him just to make sure he has food on the table. But other than that, he's all for equality. He wants everyone to be living in nice conditions. And these houses look a lot nicer than the level 1 plots. So I'm sure they are much nicer to live in. They do look like an upgrade in quality. Look at that. Like, if you're living in this house versus living in, like, one of, like, this, it's definitely nicer. We've got to do it for our people, don't we? We've got to be fair rulers and let them have the houses they deserve. So as we already have a lot of planks as well, I'm going to turn off the saw pit, and I'm also going to take someone off of the woodcutter's lodge because we have loads of firewood. Where is it? 515 firewood. What we don't have is charcoal. So if we reduce the amount of wood that we're cutting with these 2, we should have more wood coming in as well. So that should help the timber production along a little bit too. And as we get the wood come in, we've currently got 5 timber. We're just going to start assigning these houses to upgrade so we can get our unassigned families to start the construction work on them and get all of these going. It's just as soon as it comes in, we're going to use it to build the houses. And it looks like it's started to snow. We've got loads of timber now, which is amazing. And although we could have obviously hit another development milestone super easy by just making 3 of the level 3 buildings, we don't measure our town in that kind of way. No, 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 no. We measure our town by how many ox we have. And seeing as we're doing so much building, I think it's probably a perfect time to do a couple of things. Firstly, I think our ox could do with moving over to near the logging camp. We've got one stable here for our ox that do all the farming. Our other stable is over here. I'm thinking it's probably a good idea to relocate this stable to down here permanently where all the wood is. Like, it would probably... Here is actually a really good spot. Let's move it here. Make this the highest construction priority. And then what we're going to do is build another... where is it? I think it's logistics. Residential logistics here. We're going to build another hitching post in here, and that is going to be for another 2 ox that we're going to have in the town, and these can be more centrally located because I do like having them here, but it makes sense to have more of our stuff down here. In fact, we could demolish this, and we could even expand the marketplace, have another bit of market stall over here in this corner. Maybe that makes sense. What would that look like, though? I think maybe we try that. We have this all as market space, and then we get back to logistics. Let's put another hitching post out here. Could even just have 2 here, because you kind of want them on the inside of your town. You don't want them right on the edge where they're less protected. But let's put this as very high construction priority, and this is the highest construction priority. And then we can get as many oxid here as we can. It looks like our fuel situation should still be good. We've got loads of firewood still, even though we've only got 1 person cutting. We've got loads of charcoal. I don't know if it's counting that as firewood or not, but it should be. It does have a separate one for charcoal, so I'm assuming it is actually firewood that they're counting there. I want to make sure that this area is still good as well. Let's put it about here. Need a nice wide area for them to make sure we can keep cutting, and we will get more foresters. We'll kind of heal the forest back soon, but this is kind of a massive thing to do to get all these houses built. So we want to make sure we get the timber in and we can heal everything we've done after to the forest, but for now we just need to get everything in. Let's let these build in now, our little stables, and then when we've got some more ox, our construction is going to go way faster. Okay, we've got our hitching post. Let's order an ox. And then we can't upgrade this to level 2. We're lacking planks. We don't have any planks. Oh, it's because our crossbows are using up all our planks, aren't they? Okay, let's get someone working in the saw pit just to make a couple of planks. Our bowers have probably made about 1 million bows. And yeah, they'll be using up all of our cross. That's fine, though. I don't mind them using it and making stuff. That is actually okay. It's just, yeah. That's where they'll have gone. In fact, let's put these back to making... Should we make tools? I don't know what you use tools for. I thought you might use them for farming, because that's kind of a staple of the genre. But I don't know if you do. Let's put our blacksmith to make tools. It would make sense if you use them in construction as well. Let's change it up. We'll make some tools for a bit, and then we'll see if they're beneficial or not for us. But presumably they would be, wouldn't they? And as soon as we've got a couple of planks, we can start making our stable here, and then we can have 2 ox here instead of just the 1, because I feel like they need it, don't they, if they're going to be here permanently. Plus, we can also get someone working in the small stable. I just feel like if it's snowing, the guys are going to want somewhere to shelter, aren't they? It's not fair to have them just tied to a post in the snow. Doesn't seem very ethical for our little ox. And they've got the nice heat of the charcoal kiln near them, so hopefully it's a little bit stinky, but hopefully it's warmer over here on this side with the fires everywhere. Should keep them a little bit warmer. And we can upgrade this to a small stable now. We've already got a few planks. That's good. Wow, that was really quick. Okay, well, if we've got the planks, I think maybe we stop production here. And then let's just get this built. Highest priority. And then we can order a second ox in here and get them moved over. Now, our logging camp should still have Yorg assigned. Yes, okay. And Yorg is one of them that lives here. So that's nice and close for them. We could even assign them to maybe the saw pit or something later. Have one assigned to the saw pit. But I just figured it makes sense because basically the only thing we really use the ox for is dragging these logs. So you kind of want them located near the logs to pull them over there. And then their other role is to work in farming. And these two are already over here that work in farming. So I'm also hoping that we got these crops in before the year end. It kind of looks like we did. Looks like they did a good job, actually, yeah. They're completely done on it, so that should be good. That was a fallow one. This is it, yeah. Okay, cool. Seems like we've got some decent yields expected too, so hopefully the food doesn't run out. Lots of hope in this town. I'm going to hope for a lot of things. Let's see our little stable build in, and we can get an ox in here. Okay. This looks awesome. The trade is going to be available in 20 days. Okay, so we've got one ox in here. Let's assign a family here. Now, we've got 3. Can we get anyone from anywhere else? I'm going to take... Maybe we take both of them off the forester's hut just for a second. Yeah. That should be fine. We just need to remember to put them back on. But we've got loads of firewood and everything too. So I think that should be fine. I'm going to leave someone on the woodcutter's lodge. And that should free up. That's 5 families. And hopefully that'll be 3 oxes. And I'm going to leave Yorg assigned here because we do need more planks. But at least we'll have 1 ox here and 1 ox here free that can now work on construction. And as soon as we get the 20-day limit, we can obviously get another ox as well in 19 days. But they're starting to work on these. We're getting these done. They're all turning to wood. I think everyone should still be happy. And we should have enough timber to make pretty much everything else. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we've got 41 timber. That is enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take York off of assignment here. I might even remove a family from here. So we've got 2 families working there. And then we've got 6 families free. This is going to be a massive... This is the biggest build we've done in the town yet. Let's get these built in. So let's upgrade all of these to level 2. This is crazy, but I love it. I think it might have even been 10. I might have counted wrong. But we do have enough. We've got enough logs. We've got enough timber. And then all of our plots will be level 2, which is actually insane. And you can see here, yeah, I think they've already put them on as level 2. So 22. We've got 22 houses. Is that right? Oh, no, 34. Okay, so when these all build in, we'll have enough. I think that must be it. So very soon, we'll have a completely wooden town that's still self-sufficient. We haven't had to get anything, but a completely wooden town. And I'm actually super hyped about this. We've not done this before. So let's see how it goes. And we've now finished our town. That is amazing. I mean, it's crazy. These guys have worked so hard all the way through the winter, and now the snow has just melted away in early March. And they have finished. The town is completely wooden. Everything is wooden buildings. That's awesome. What a milestone. And we're a 6 ox town, which, you know, is an even bigger milestone. So we've already got a lot of money in this time from our taxes, but that'll earn us loads more regional wealth, which is going to get us loads more in taxes. And maybe we should even drop the taxes down slightly as a percentage, because people are getting a bit about everything. Let's put it back down to 10. But we are going to have so much more money now with the even just 10% taxes. Having all of these be wooden, that's really going to help us out in the long run. So a massive step for our town. And look, you can see our wheat fields growing in. We've planted 4 successfully and they're growing nicely. That is amazing. I think next we need to try and build up an army and then maybe take out some bandits and get even more wealth. For now though, I think our town is looking awesome. Now it's completely wooden. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been a lot of time lapses in this one and I hope you've enjoyed them. If you have, please give it a like. It really helps the channel out and I'll see you in the next one.